importance to the team. But without further ado, let's get this new graphic up, which was made by our media team. Absolutely fantastic graphic.
It should be.
We have a bit of a delay. It does. We have a bit of a delay. But yeah, it's an absolutely fantastic graphic, and we're
Once
gonna
again, I mean,
it is. We're
the
gonna
media team is great.
the media team does really well with Class on Grass. We're gonna run through defenders, well, goalkeeper and defender, and then midfielders.
It's up on my screen too. If we
Yeah.
our screen's a bit delayed, but so yeah, like you said, we're going defenders first, goalie, and then back four. Let's just get into it. Who's your goalie pick, do you think? And this is based on the game, and then maybe mix in a bit of season form as well. But mostly who performed the best in the game.
All right, the goal, which was from open play from James Ward-Prowse, was unstoppable.
Yes,
It was really unstoppable.
Yeah.
So I don't think you can fault Rob at all for that. But the free kick was definitely you could I mean, it hit the post, right? But he could have read it better. That being said, I'm still gonna go with Rob. I think he had a better game. I think he's more essential to our team and our team's performances throughout this season as well. And a near post, or should I say a far post free kick that is away from the wall, right? It is quite difficult to stop when it's coming from someone like James Ward-Prowse. He knows what he's doing.
exactly, and I'll agree with you based on the game. I mean, that first goal, Forster came out for a low-driven cross. Him and Salisu kind of got mixed up, or I think him and Bednarek, maybe, I don't remember. Popped out to Welbeck, who just put it into an empty net. So that's not great from a goalkeeper. And then the second goal was an own goal. It's hard for him to save that. I do think in the last couple months he's been very good. He's made a lot of huge saves for us in a lot of games. But this game he was a bit off. So I'll give it to Rob. So Robert Sanchez in net. Do you want to go right back to left?
We'll go right back, right center back, left center back.
Okay.
So starting at right back, I would say so. KWP plays on the right side, correct?
So this game he played, and a lot of the games he plays left back now this season because Tino Livramento has come in and really solidified his spot at right back. But sadly, he did, I think, tear his ACL.
His ACL.
His ECL. ECNL.
He tore his ECNL.
But so he'll be out for a long time. Sad to see. Hope he.
So I don't think we
recovers
can put Livramento in.
No, and he played well,
He
but
did. I would say I fancy KWP more.
Yeah.
I also looking at who we played at outside back other than Mark Cucurella, we have Joel Veltman. I don't think Joel Veltman makes it in either.
I don't think he had.
So I think we can
either,
probably go with Cucurella and KWP. But the question is, does KWP play on the right side?
He is a right back. He's right-footed.
So yeah.
But he's been playing left back only
like
because Livramento has played.
So yeah, we'll go KWP on the right side and Mark Cucurella on the left side.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Kyle Walker-Peters has been
Fantastic.
our best, if not second best player of the season. So
And now he is one of England's.
there you go. And he fully deserved.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Okay, so now we can move to the center backs. You played in this game, Salisu and Bednarek, and I think we can get one out of the way pretty quickly. Salisu, who started the season really well, has trailed off a little bit and definitely had a performance that he would not have wanted with an own goal. So I think
finish, to be fair.
It was a really good finish.
Very good finish.
He did slot it.
He did slot it. Far post.
He's done well there.
So
you guys should maybe do a bit of a switch to striker.
I know you said that in game. I was like, not a bad idea when we're playing Shane Long up top, getting a bit of goal drought up there.
It's a continued goal
yeah.
drought. I mean, you live in the desert up there.
Yeah, and I feel bad for Salisu because these past 5 games he's been probably our worst defender after being our best defender by far for the rest of the season. But hopefully he comes back, bounces back from this. But I think Jan Bednarek has been consistent throughout his time at Southampton. Obviously, we're not going years here, but this game as well just shows.
Yeah, I would say Bednarek gets in there. It's hard because I do really like Webdini.
Yeah.
I think Lewis definitely gets in.
Yeah.
I don't know what you think. Like,
Dunk's just also been solid for so many
Dunk
years.
is so good, and he was again good this game. Like, he's always really good and he's solid. He doesn't make very many mistakes. He leads us. You know, I see him as like the guy on our team right now, especially with our lack of veterans. So I would say he definitely gets into this combined 11. I would love for Webdini too, but I don't think he does. So that solidifies the backline and goalkeepers. I know Suddy's been working very hard to get the backline and goalkeepers on. So Suddy, if you have it done, let's see it on the screen.
Well, it'll be about 5 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. Yeah, that's true. We do have a bit of a late, like,
Should be up here soon.
delay. Yeah, no, I mean, it's up there for the people. That's the main thing. There it is.
Exactly.
I see it now. So there it is. That's lovely, Suddy. You've done a great job with that. So, so there it is for the backline and goalkeepers. But now we need to move on to the midfielders. We're starting with a bit of a cheeky one with James Ward-Prowse. I think we need to obviously.
I think it's unanimous decision.
If
you're scoring 2 goals from midfield in one game, yeah. Again, great player. You could say player of the season, just like
you could say Hassani of the season. He's gonna get like 5 Hassani of the weeks in a row to finish the season.
Yeah, exactly. JWP, KWP, great players. Yeah, I think he was just unstoppable again this game. And
let me just pause right there. Ave Green said the visuals are extremely impressive. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I mean,
we just have to thank the fans for that.
Yeah, it's great. It's all love from the fans.
It is.
But yeah, James gets in there without a doubt. I think Oriol Romeo, like you said, has had an incredible season for us as well. Just a solid defensive midfielder.
I think those two definitely should get in.
Even Pep has said this season when we played him, Pep
is like, I'm gonna buy Oriol.
He's like, he's one of the best midfielders.
To be fair, do you think there's a chance considering Fernandinho's leaving?
He could easily fit in that. I'm not even gonna lie. His passing, and he's like Fernandinho. He'll just put in a tackle and
dude, he will.
He'll
absolutely obliterate someone if he needs to.
So
we're putting those two in though. I'm a Brighton fan, and I'm telling you right now, Oriol Romeo
that duo,
and JWP are in there. The more questionable one is who the third midfielder is. So
we don't have another midfielder, so
we have to look at Brighton.
Yeah.
Our options right now, and I'm gonna name 3. Would be Moises Caicedo, who has come into the team in the past 4 or 5 games. I think I talked about him last episode.
Yeah.
We also have Yves Bissouma, who obviously had some issues and shenanigans about 3 months ago.
Shenanigans is one word.
Shenanigans is one way to describe it. About 3 months ago. He's fine now and like he's playing, but he did miss a bit of action, and he did not even show, like he wasn't even playing in this game.
No.
So I don't really think we can put Eve in the team.
Yeah.
So the other one would be Enoch, who had a pretty good game, I would say.
I'd say first half, when you guys were playing well.
Yeah, like when the team was actually doing anything positive.
He was all over the place. The computer was
the computer.
All over the place. And I think that was the first time I've ever seen him play, and he's just got energy.
Here's the thing about him. Like he'll be in the opponent's 18-yard box, and then about 5 seconds later, he is in a full freight train sprint into our 6-yard box.
Yeah.
Like
he's got the engine.
Incredible. Like but you would have to think that it's a hassle for Graham because he's all over the place. You got to let him free roam as a central midfielder. And so he doesn't he defends, but he doesn't defend in a team sense. He sort of just runs after whatever he wants.
He's just on his own out there.
He just runs after whatever he wants.
He was effective though the first half.
He is.
And yeah, I think I agree he should be in there.
So we have our 3: Enoch Mwepu, James Ward-Prowse, and Oriol Romeo.
Yeah.
Okay, so that concludes. Suddy, I assume you've been working on it as we've been talking.
I'm sure you've got it ready.
So you can pop those up there. The JWP, Oriol, and Mr. Enoch Mwepu. By the way, if you guys haven't seen, that's a beautiful study. Great job. If you haven't,
he even knew to put Oriol at
holding mid. That's really good.
Number 8.
He's done so well with the formation here. He's learning his soccer knowledge.
McRae, thank you for that James Ward-Prowse's class on the pitch.
Oh yeah, thanks, Cray.
Great take from McCray.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cray has a very good
You should be on the podcast.
IQ. We should have McCray on the pod.
Yeah.
Also, Peep Pigeon, hello. I missed that one, so sorry about that. Let's just move on from the midfielders now. Although I do want to touch on the fact that if you are a FIFA player watching this podcast, please go buy Enoch Mwepu's recent inform card, as he is in, as the FIFA community would call, Hullet Gang now with all 80
WordPress
plus
also
stats.
has that.
Does he? Really?
Remember I sent you that card?
Is it for this year?
He has
Is it like one of the Scream cards?
It's one of the special event. I can easily pull it up here,
Okay.
but I mean, 2 of our players are Hullet Gang, which is
really
just great. Yeah. No, for you.
Oh yeah, I thought I mean.
but
two.
captains. So it's
Oh.
like captain. I don't know who.
If
it is.
you were to like morph those words together, it sounds a bit like bad.
Yeah, but that card is incredible.
Yeah, that's really, really good. So
Yeah.
go pick up the JWP Foot Captain's card, and then also the Enoch Mwepu Inform to get your midfield solidified. Now moving on to the forwards.
Yep.
Let's go left to right, I would say.
Yeah.
Or right to left. What do you want to do?
Left to right, I'd
Okay.
say.
Sounds good.
We
don't. So if
Yeah.
I'm thinking about who we have Trossard, and he does play left sometimes, but he also plays right. He's kind of like a free roamer. We have Alexis McAllister. He also kind of free roams, like up there. It's more of, we play with more like 2 attacking mids or like wider attacking mids. We don't really play with wingers because we play a 3-back. Our outside players are usually Tariq Lamptey and Solly March, or like some combination of a few of, like Cucurella might move up there or whatnot. So it's hard because this left wing, left back can get confused. So I don't really think it's right for, like, especially on the left side, for a Brighton player to take it up, considering I'm thinking of one player who's been pretty good for you guys this season and was pretty good in that game. I don't know if you're thinking of him too, but it's Mr. Nathan
Redmond or Tella?
Tella.
Yeah.
Redmond doesn't get it.
No, Redmond was kind of non-existent in this game.
Yeah,
I don't know how, but he is our leading assist. He's got 5 assists this season.
I know, but he's got 0 goals.
Yeah. So, but Nathan Tella, young player, academy player, you love to see him starting, and every time he plays, he does bring something that like no one else has on our team, which is just pace and running at defenders. And it's effective too, and I think he was very effective this game. I don't know what you think. But out of the wingers that were playing, I think he was one of the better ones.
Yeah, I would 100% agree. I mean, you guys had Nathan Redmond, Nathan Tella. We had really just Leandro Trossard, who played attacking mid, but
Yeah.
I consider him a winger myself just because of like the way he moves out wide and sort of is able to, like, he cuts in a lot and like gets out wide, cuts in, and then finds a shot. So like he really free roams, and I consider him more of a winger than a 10, especially considering we now have Mwepu and James Ward-Prowse at those 2 attacking mid spots. So I think Tella goes on the left. I would argue Trossard could go on the right.
I think so. He's had a very good season for you. Most recently he scored the winner against Tottenham away. I think, I mean, you can speak to this, but I think you're still wanting more goals from him overall, but he seems like he does pull the strings in the attack for you. He dribbles a lot more and is more effective than, I'd say, Neil or Welbeck
Yeah.
trying to dribble. So
Welbeck and Neil aren't really dribblers,
No,
if we're being honest.
I think he's the only one who can create
Alexis
something.
can create on the dribble, but he's not as talented as Leandro Trossard.
No, yeah, I think he can do something, create something on his own more than any other player you have. So I like him at right wing.
Yeah, definitely. So we'll go Trossard at right wing and Tella at left wing. Study for you as you like start to make those. And then up top, I mean, the options are Broja, Che.
Who came on for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, Che.
Shane Long.
Shane.
Neil.
And Danny Welbs.
And only one of them scored
Yeah.
in this game, even though it was a tap-in.
Yeah. I mean, I think we can immediately knock off. Well, first one I want to knock off is Broja, because he only got 20 minutes. And also, I just got a text from Mr. Chris Larson, or my dad.
Oh, yes.
And it said, Broja has a better chance of finding a needle in a haystack than the back of the goal. And I think that really just enunciates how poor he's been. over the past couple months.
Yeah, I would have to agree. Even as a Southampton fan, Chelsea's 60 million price tag for him looks a bit of a joke now. Like, start of the season, he was running all over. Work rate was a high if you're on FIFA.
Yeah.
He was doing everything. He was scoring. And then, ever since like pretty much the turn of the year, he's just lost all of that, all confidence. He isn't even passing well when like he's shooting instead of passing. It's just all over the place with him. I have
It's like
doubts.
picking up the ball in the field.
Yeah, he's just picking it up all the time. I have doubts.
Got to use his feet.
Yeah, I have doubts of signing him permanently now, especially if it's going to be 60 million.
60 is a lot.
Yeah. I mean, he has potential. He's a very good player, but just form-wise, it might be a bit of a risk from the board to pay that much for a player.
It's good that he's showing you his inconsistencies before you spend 60 million.
Yeah, if he still was scoring and he had like a 15, like 20 goal season,
and then you paid 60, and then like
Yeah.
the first 6 months of next year, he just like didn't score at all.
which happens to every striker we have,
Yeah.
so it wouldn't have been that big.
So it's not Broja.
No.
It's not Che. I'm gonna write off Che right now.
Did you see Che body like 2 players at one time?
Yes,
in the game?
I did.
That was incredible.
So it boosts him, but I just think Che's overall
Yeah.
performance sort of reduces the boost.
Yeah.
And actually puts him in the negative zone.
Oh, okay.
I'm not a huge Che fan myself.
No, you are?
No.
I love Che.
You do.
Yeah.
I'm more of a Shane fan myself.
Really? Okay. Well,
I think
I don't
he's
think
overcome
Shane's-
so many obstacles.
yeah. And still doesn't score. even that. So I don't think Shane or Che are in there, which leaves Neil or Welbeck.
Neil doesn't get it.
No, I think Welbeck would.
Welbeck gets it. Performance in the game, pretty good. Solid. Performance.
Neil's just.
Neil has more goals. Neil has 8. Welbeck has 3.
I was half expecting him to score in like the 90 again.
Neil?
Yeah.
Neil
just
is good at
because
that.
that's what he does, but he
He's
didn't.
really good at that.
So I think Welbeck might take the cake here and
Yes.
finish off the combined 11.
Yes. So our attackers are Nathan Tella, Danny Welbeck, and Mr. Leandro Trossard. Let's get him up on the screen, Suddy. Sweet. There it is. Fantastic graphics from the main
It's
man,
fantastic.
Sutton, producer Sutton. He's done so well there. And overall, let us know if you liked this kind of thing. We might do more. We're bringing back the Swag 11. I haven't talked about that,
Very
but I did
soon.
post it on Instagram.
Yeah.
We're bringing back the Swag 11 at
Very
some
soon.
point. So keep your eyes peeled for that and keep coming to episodes for that. But yeah, let us know how you like this and these kind of graphics. And if you want to see more of them. Without